Hello, hello, this is Rod, Live Within Your Means. It's been a while since I've done a video on this channel, but I thought this would be worth mentioning because of something that I just learned, but been anticipating this for a long time. And, excuse me, this is a silver round or a silver buffalo, a 1 ounce buffalo. And this is on a site called Apmex. Now, I just got done speaking to a man who works at Apmex who's been working there for quite a number of years. And if we go out to other places on, just zoom out a little bit so you can see the site, you'll notice that here it says silver 27.16. And you'll notice that this price was 32.65. That's $5.50 above what they're calling the spot price. Now, another thing that's interesting about this is that if you want to buy that, you're not going to get a break. That's as low as 32.65. You're not going to get a price like that unless you're buying 500 or more ounces. Now, that's quite a bit of money. If you multiply that, it's over, what is it, over $16,000 for a box, something like that. And that's a box of 500 ounces. But you're going to really be paying, if you want to just buy 1 to 20, 1 to 19 of those, you're going to be paying $6.50 above that price that they're saying is the spot price. And that is really significant. $6.50 above the spot price. Now I said, well, what if someone wants to sell those back to you? Then they're going to be paying like $27.96, I think it was, but it was barely above the spot price, but they're charging $6.50 above that. Now, this is interesting because silver is basically up above, halfway up to the high price of all time, which actually happened. If we look at this back here in, I think it was 2011, when silver got up to almost $45 an ounce. And it shot up there, and then it gradually went back down, but it never went back down to the $4 or $5 an ounce that it had been for a lot of years. But it did get down to around $14 an ounce back in, I think it was 2014. It might have been 2015, but the point is, it never got down. It only got down to about 3 times what the price had been several years before. Um, I've anticipated much higher prices in silver, and back in '99, I actually bought some gold and silver so that I could make it through tough times if I needed to pay bills and didn't have income coming in. And I anticipated that the price on the gold, for example, would go up to easily 3 times what it had been. In fact, I anticipated that it would get up to over $1,700 an ounce. It had been up to around $850 an ounce. And I sold a lot of that gold. I had to pay taxes on it too, but I sold a lot of that gold for 3 times what I paid for it. But I kept my bills paid even when I didn't have a lot of income. And so I'm one that knows that it's worth being prepared, keeping your gas tank halfway full, keeping some food storage, and having at least some money in silver and possibly gold if you've got enough money to do that. So be aware of what's happening. Now, this gentleman that works at Apmex, I spoke with him and I said, how high do you think silver will get over the next couple of years? He said, oh, I think it'll get up between $50 and $200 an ounce. And I said, well, I appreciate you being honest with me because I believe it'll get up to around $150 an ounce. And in the next few years, I don't know that. I thought it would have happened long before now. And he said he thought the same thing. He thought it would have happened about 5 years ago. But what's been happening recently is that he told me the big banks are just in the last several weeks, in the last part of 2020 and the last few weeks of this year, we're only 5 weeks into the new year, 2021. He said the banks have started buying more than all of the people combined. Now let's see, there's what, 8.5 million people on the planet? And these big banks are buying more than all of the people combined. I would highly suggest something's going to happen here. You know, some of us believe that God's going to do a miracle and that maybe people like Donald Trump, who I believe cares about the people, his actions have showed that by not bringing us into war. He cares about the lives of the little people. Um, I would hope that through a miracle of God that he's going to be back in leading the people of the United States and, you know, really the leader of the free world. And I would encourage you to be prepared. I've heard many people that believe that Donald Trump is going to bring us back to the gold standard. Now, a lot of people think Biden has won. There's a lot of us that don't believe that he won honestly, and that something is going to break, something is going to happen, and different than it is. You know, there's this great reset that the world leaders have talked about has turned into what I believe is a great awakening that's been happening the last few years, where the people are waking up. So get yourself prepared, keep your gas tank at least half full, get some food storage, and do what you can to get some gold and silver. I work as a real estate agent and broker. I've been an appraiser also, and I found that people that I've spoken with have known clients that have actually sold real estate and put a lot of money into precious metals. Um, you know, be great, wouldn't it be great to have a few $100,000 or a few $100 million and put it into something that you believed in, that you believe will go up. But we will see what happens. I highly encourage you to be prepared. This is Rod. Live within your means. Have a wonderful day.